Brexit boom UK economy will actually improve outside the diminishing EU. Top fund manager Neil Woodford, who looks after more than £10 billion of British savers' money, dismissed fears that a so-called cliff edge Brexit would derail the economy. According to a report he commissioned, falling back on World Trade Organization rules, if no deal is reached, would not have severe consequences for British exports. The report suggests a hard Brexit would see economic growth slow to 0.8% in 2019 as negative headwinds buffet in the UK. But it finds there will be no recession, and added by 2027 output would be 1.1% higher than it would have been if the UK stayed in the bloc. He stressed the fall in the value of the pound and the diminishing importance of Europe has seen its share of world gross domestic product decline from 27% to 17% since 1990. The report comes after the chief executive of Sainsbury's Mike Coupe said the UK is probably through the worst of a weaker pound and food inflation. Mr. Coupe said, "The things that we import, things like fresh foods, get a little bit more expensive. But we're probably through the worst, and actually even today's prices are about the same as they were 2 years ago, so we as a business have done a very good job of protecting our customers from the more extreme challenges of inflation and the currency movements." Also, an analysis by Capital Economics showed tariffs have fallen substantially over the last few decades as part of a global trend towards reducing trade barriers. It added EU tariffs would apply only to goods, not services, and the value of manufacturing to British economy has declined from 19% of economic output in 1995 to 10%. Yesterday, EU negotiator Michel Barnier warned Theresa May to decide if she wants to adopt a US or European trade model. He said if the UK moved away from EU rules to boost the chance of getting a trade deal with the US would risk souring relations with the Union. Meanwhile, Armaco is due to sell shares to international investors next year, which makes it the biggest public company with an estimated value of £1.6 trillion. New York is desperate to host the business, and the Treasury's UK Export Finance Office is pledging to guarantee £1.5 billion of banks' loans for investments in Armaco. Also, a huge state-owned Saudi oil business is being offered £1.5 billion for a support deal from the Treasury.